All right, so I've got Shane Roach with me here today. Shane, tell me a little bit about you, where you're from, what your business is, and then we'll just kind of get right into it.
My name is Shane Roach. I'm the broker at APG Properties. We're a property management company in Orange County, specializing in Orange County. We do single family homes, townhomes, and condos.
So my first question for you is, what pains or challenges were you experiencing in your business before working with us, when it comes to growth and marketing?
So, for growth and marketing, as being a broker, you wear many hats and you have to put out many fires throughout the day, whether it's personnel, property based, tenant based, owner based. And so, the thing that slips as is marketing, and usually most brokers or owners of companies are in charge of marketing. So you might be marketing for an hour or two, then you got to talk to a client, then you got to talk to a tenant, and then you got to talk to a plumber, and then you got to get checks out, ACH payments out, and then the marketing slips. And then you realize marketing, oh, I forgot to follow up with that prospective tenant. And then you review it 30 days later and you go, oh, I've had 15 client calls looking for property management and I only connected on two. And that was,
Ouch.
yeah, that's the biggest frustration when that data, that person who has a property, if you have that knowledge, their contact info, that's gold. And sometimes just because you wear different hats in the company, marketing gets pushed down. But yet, if you don't market, you will lose market share and growth because you have turnover. So you got to minimum replace the units that leave. And if you're trying to grow, then you have to scale that past that number. And that was the biggest issues I kind of identified that I need help with in the marketing world was.
Was it like the follow-up and the connection point? Is that the pain challenge you were mostly dealing with, or was it something else there?
For us, it was the follow-up,
Yeah.
meaning a lot of times someone would reach out and go, hey, I need property management in 3 months. Okay, well, that's, rental worlds, rentals are about every 6 weeks. You get new batches of people looking for rentals. So a few months we talk, they go, oh, great, I'm going to follow up. In 3 months, you're like, great, I will. And then you get on to other things and you never send that follow-up email and you never get a phone call from them or you never call them back and you forget. And then when you're reviewing your records, like, oh yeah, I forgot to follow up because my email system doesn't follow up for me. I gotta send an email to Tim and I forgot, but yet we connected on that phone. You know, when you connect with somebody, so you knew, oh, this one's 80% ours. I know it. But if you didn't follow up, that's lost.
So what specific results were you looking for, in your business in working with us? What was a measurable kind of result you were hoping to get?
So the best way to describe that is an actual experience or something that happened. My phone rings and a new client says, oh yeah, I got your email and a phone message from you, and I'm just returning it. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And this because Scorebig had actually automated everything, the email campaigns, the phone calls. And so I didn't have to spend any of my energy. He was responding to the automation. And then it caught me off guard because that was my first experience of that. Now moving forward, I know that happened. So I don't go, what are you talking about? I go, oh yeah. And mentally, oh yeah. And I just click on it. Nathan, great to talk to you. Yeah, how's that house in Anaheim doing? Oh, okay. You want to schedule a site visit? That was really what Scorebig started was the automation that I don't have to do it. And it's not 100% where I just hands free and a client shows up and signed a property management agreement. But that follow through that we were lacking because I was doing 6 other jobs, it helps solidify that and shore up that. So I do know emails are going out on time, phone conversations are going, the database, the data that's being held, I know emails, owners, address notes. I know it all with one click, so I can get a phone call that I don't know. Within 15, 20 seconds, I could be caught up to speed on that new client. And that helps our retention too, because then they go, oh yeah, I called APG and yeah, I talked to Shane and he's in the know. He helps. And I didn't have to fumble around for that. Oh, what was your name again? And when did you call? And what's your property address? What city? I knew all that.
How has your business changed after working with us from before implementing our Score Big program to after?
I think the biggest thing we've seen is, like I said, the follow-up clients that come back. Oh yeah, I got your email. you know, that we'd set a reminder to send out an email 2 months, because that's when they said they would actually making, oh yeah, I got your email. I appreciate that. Let's get on the schedule for to come out to my property, which I would have never done. I've never sent that reminder because I would have forgotten 2 months. So it's keeping our numbers higher of retained potential clients to converting them, which helps us. And then also helps too, because sometimes we might get leads. The software helps us more than just dollars for property management agreement. It helps us with reviews. So, okay, we need to get reviews, and that equals dollars too, because the higher you rank in reviews, the better your company's perceived, you get more phone calls. So not only does it help with dollars and cents to the bottom line, but it also helps with our reviews, which then also help. It's circular. It all helps. But who has time to ask a vendor for a review? The software does. Who has time to ask the tenants for a review? The software does. And so you can get it so it's mechanical through automation, but it sets a schedule so you don't have to manage it yourself. And then you're like, oh, look, this week we got 4 more new reviews. Well, so what's that help? That helps your SEO, that moves you up. It helps the phone call. It helps your credibility in a market. So it's all related. And the automation helps with that. So once you set it, you can kind of forget it.
Can I ask you a final question? What would you say to other property management company owners that might be watching this video? What would you tell them who might be considering working with us?
Well, I think if you're watching this already, you're already thinking about the things I've been talking about. I don't think that's new. You're not going to go, oh, that's new information. I didn't realize that. I feel the best thing, we've had other software that does similar things, but for the Madcap or Scorebig product, I feel the best is the implementation and the hand holding for us to start, because you could buy the software, but if you don't implement, it does nothing for you. And that was our problem with other software. We bought it and they said, oh, here you go, have at it. And that just led to failure. And because we want to use it because we know what it can do, but we do need a little hand holding, because I say it's a great product doesn't mean my staff is going to think it's a great product. And so sometimes that's a lot. It's harder to change staff points of view. But if you have people who can answer the questions, show them how to do it, customize it for us, staff has a little bit more buy-in than the owner just coming in and saying, use this software, it's great. We say, hey, look, we have an avenue for you to use the software. We have experts that show you what you need to do. And at the end of it, you will realize your job's a little easier. And that's, I think, the biggest component why I think someone would be beneficial, because other softwares I feel that we've dealt with have just lacked that. And that's why it failed. And this is why this is successful, is because there's a lot more hand holding, the white glove service, if you will. It's kind of built into what you do. And that's what we appreciated. And everybody involved here at APG appreciates it and asks lots of questions, and we feel supported. And that's, I feel, is the biggest benefit of the package.
Your success is our success, Shane. You know that. So thanks for chatting today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. I'll talk property all day, every day.